Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to more Mastering Marvel Rivals. If you don't know, this is a series where we take each hero in the game from the practice range to a practice AI all the way into a real game just to determine how viable are they, how do they work, what are their combos, what are their abilities, what's their role in the game. This is more of a series for me to learn each character and each role just so I can play around each role better, but I hope you learn something along the way as well. Today's hero that we are getting into is none other than the god of thunder, Thor. And I am on this screen because Thor is one of my favorite heroes in this game. I played him a bit, I don't know, for almost 5 hours. So he's top 5. You know, one of my top 5 most played heroes. I'm not the greatest Thor player in the world. I haven't even gotten past night with him, but he's one of my favorite heroes to play in the game, and I do play well enough with him. So, but I kind of wanted a new costume for my boy, since I do like to play him so much. I don't know if they'll nerf him in season 2, and it'll all be all be for nothing. But I mean, we're here, so. If for nothing else, that was cool. As with any of our heroes, we're going to start in the practice range and then we will move forward from there. All right, so we got our boy Thor here, and starting with his primary, he is a melee character. So you do have to be up in there, up and close, okay? But he does pretty decent damage, but there's ways to kind of help him out. That's his left click, his primary, and then you have his right click, which does use a hammer. So the thing with Thor is, right, you have these 3 Thor Force hammers. Each ability that you, like each cooldown ability that you use, uses a hammer. You're trying to balance the use of your cooldowns with the Thor Force hammers that you have. And what you want to get is to your Thor Force ability to do like big damage. When you hit somebody, as long as your hammer is glowing, you will gain a Thor Force back, right? So with a right click, close your hammer, and then you get that Thor Force back. On each hit gives 1 Thor Force back, as long as your hammer is like charged. Now, I don't use the right click very often, but I just discovered some like new combos with some animation cancels that'll really help his damage, because the right click does like 70 damage or something, and his normal I think does like 45, something like that. So yeah. All right, then you have his shift ability, which is the ability that you'll see played the most on Thor's, I think. Charges up and he dashes forward. When he dashes, he gets his hammer charged, so that way his next hit will recharge a Thor Force hammer. Basically, this ability is mainly for like disruption. And it does do damage. Now, if you're just tapping it, it'll do something like 40 damage. But if you sit there and hold it, it takes about 2 seconds to hold, it'll do 60 damage. So it's good to mix in, and it's good to displace tanks, displace healers. Like it's very much like disruptive, like that's what it's supposed to be. Also, when you shift in, you gain like 100 health. So as long as you hit them, you'll gain 100 health up to 200. So as you take damage, you just keep shifting in, and as long as you hit somebody, you'll gain that 100 back. And it makes you just like no pun intended, a force like to be reckoned with. Like they have to pay attention to you. You're trying to garner attention. You're trying to be disruptive. It makes the enemy go, okay, we have to deal with this Thor. If we don't deal with this Thor, we're just going to get beat down. So we have to deal with this Thor. It makes them focus on you, and your team is able to then focus them without any return fire, and it just helps like win fights. All right, so then we have his E ability, or his bubble.
My power grows.
Basically, his bubble allows for you to, for any hit inside of it. Let's see, let me just turn this off. It allows for any hit inside of it to automatically charge a Thor force. So, all right, so if I like use this and then use 2 hammers. Now, if I do this, boom, anybody caught inside it, I get hammers for. It's good. It's good. What you really want to do though, because of anytime they cross in to like in and out or out to in or whatever, anytime they cross the plane of the bubble, basically they get slowed. I think it's something like 30%, and they also take damage. And I think it's like 40 damage, which like isn't crazy, but like if you're punishing them and they're running away, they're gonna take that free hit as you're. It's like an extra swing of the hammer, basically.
My hammer fell.
So it's good if you know somebody's gonna run, or if somebody's low, or if it's somebody who's like Spider-Man, like somebody who's fast in and out. Black Panther. You know, you pop that, and as they're running, they'll take damage. Boom, you shift towards them, you follow them, you stay on them, you pressure them, like, and it's already slowing them down, so they can't use their movement ability as effectively as normal, and it'll throw them off, and it'll help you win those 1v1s. Boom, took damage. So yeah, and he's slowed. So then we come to like his, like, at least what I call like his main ability, which is his actual like Thor force ability. That's his F, or depending on what key you have it on. I have it on F. He goes into this like state where he starts throwing lightning bolts, and it's why I have the crosshair like I do. Basically, this crosshair follows along because his lightning's at an angle. It kind of follows along with that angle for the most part. I mean, you do have opposites, right? But for the most part, it follows that angle. But yeah, it does crazy damage. But the downside is you can't use any other abilities. So once you're in Thor Force, you're in it, and you have to wait the 5 seconds for it to be done, and then you can shift in, and then you can bubble or whatever. So you're kind of stuck. That's the only thing.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. Awaken fury and smite the foe. So
I'll typically bubble, boom, and then I'll pop it, and then I'll just start going crazy. Typically, I will shift, bubble, and then start doing damage to make sure I have my hammers back. And then once they're low, that's when I'll pop it. So that way I know I can guarantee that kill, but I can also get some big damage off on others that may be around. And then I'm just shifting, and I'm trying to get back into this. Next is his God of Thunder, which some people are like, it's not that great. Some people are like, no, it's a really good ult. For me, it's more of a finisher ult. It does tick damage anybody in this cone, and then as you hit the ground, anybody in the cone on the ground takes like 200 something damage, but then you have the tick damage going in the air. So Typically, that's how I try to use it. I try to shift up
And so did you.
and then pop it.
The god of thunder! That's
You
3.
get more height, and it's easier to control where the circle is going, and it's easier to try to follow somebody, especially characters who are a little bit faster. But it's definitely a finisher ult. I typically won't just rush in and pop it. I will kind of like get them down and then pop it.
God of thunder!
I'm trying to get kills off of the tick damage more often than trying to come down and slam. Like I'm trying to finish multiple people with the tick damage. But yeah, that's Thor in a nutshell. We're gonna go ahead and jump into practice versus AI, and then I have a quick play game that I played that may not show all of Thor's like abilities, but it was a fun game and it just was hilarious how much we rolled through them. So I'm gonna show it anyway. I think I'm solo tanking. Oh no, not. I got a mag. So Thor can solo tank. I typically don't like solo tanking with him, but he can solo tank. But he works best when there is another tank. To me. I decided to fight the entire team.
Waken the rage of battle. Laid low by lightning.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I literally popped that just so I could survive.
I had to do.
I am strengthened. Our adversaries gather.
Great! We made the new season of Overpowered Idol.
Twas but a scratch.
Not admit, get things done. Choke guy with fireball? Yikes!
My hammer fell.
Double kill.
So if you just hold that shift and hold it all the way out, it won't use one of your hammers. The only thing is you're now just stuck there, so make sure it's something you actually want to do.
Some kind of spider nest here. Our adversaries gather. I am barely
Get a web! You get a web! You get a web!
I need
my hammer
assistance.
fell. And so did you.
Friends, gather around. We are
So this practice versus AI, so I'm not really using my Awaken rune as much.
It's spider time! At all costs.
Ah! Went to pop my ult.
Escort you to T'Challa.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Thor, sometimes I I'm barely wounded. Lightning can fight. I bring the hammer down.
Fuck. Hello?
This is your big chance.
Why would he spit me?
Behold the god of thunder!
I didn't even mean to pop that. Dub?
Lightning confinement.
My frames. What happened to my frames? I don't know what my frames was doing at the end.
Big victory. Big win.
Not gonna lie, I almost took that MVP. It's Jeff, I swear to God. Almost took that MVP. Almost did.
Yeah, but blocking Invisible Woman and Cloak and Dagger is crazy. Like,
Got it?
I would really be stuck. Probably Loki. Probably try Loki.
Try,
He's
you see,
decent.
bro. We not doing that when you get in the GM.
Alright, bro. Like, they better not be banning my character then.
Bingo, we got fucked up.
I've only seen Invisible Woman fucking banned once. Bro, this Rocket's a liar, bro.
Oh, you feeling? Bet. Go to the rocket. I got the rocket all the way back here. My fault.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Get that Cloak and Dagger, bro. She's almost fucking dead. Oh, I'm getting touched by a tickle monster.
Double KO.
Get off my boys. Get off my boys. Oh, they got a thing.
Come on, handle that shit, Iron Man. Handle your
Oh,
ones.
whoops. I
Yeah,
hit
you
the
were.
wrong button.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. Up against the world.
I got the Loki.
Damn, I was trying to keep Stranger alive. Oh, he's alive. You lucky bitch, I used it too early. I was gonna take out that fucking anymore.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the
Nice.
I can't see you.
Yeah. Yeah, my fault. I thought their spawn was gonna change.
Your powers are mine.
Up against the world.
They had a Loki?
Where they got a Loki.
Stupid bitch. Handle that Thor. It's a fucking tickle monster. Oh, get the fuck out of there.
Damn, I'm trying to, but
Be too deep in that shit, bro.
hey, bro. I'm trying to get better with him. My fault game. It's hard playing bro without dying.
Alright, eat that shit, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
This might be too easy.
Yeah, you did ask that already, but I think so. Give him some heals, gang.
Double KO.
Appreciate it.
There's an Onk just sitting right here.
Just gonna let us walk it in.
Enjoy the amplifier.
I unleash the Vishantis.
Another epic victory.
I don't know what to say. I barely did anything though. Like I was 9 final hits though. I was in there. I was getting it. W. I mean, what else can you say? W. So that is Thor. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on Thor? Do you think he's a good tank? Do you think he needs a nerf? Do you think he needs a buff? Is there something that could be done better with him? I don't know. I think he's in a good spot. I think he can solo tank. Absolute need be. He works fantastically with a different tank. He's good at his job, which is to displace and disorientate and just be a nuisance to the back line or to even other tanks. And I think he's in a good spot. I think that Thor is one of the best characters in the game, but that's just me. Anyways, if you like the video, give it a like, helps the channel out, helps me out. I really appreciate it. If not, we'll move on to the next one. That's fine. Subscribe to join the journey. We're going to be putting out more of these Master Marvel Rivals. We have done so many characters so far, but we still have so many to go. And of course, they're going to be adding new characters soon, and we'll be covering those as well. Hit the bell to get notified when I upload so you know when these Master Marvel Rivals go out. Typically it's Tuesday and Wednesdays, but just in case an extra one or whatever goes out, you'll be in the know. That is all for this one. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.